All right, good morning, cyber traders. Welcome back, everybody, on this lovely Wednesday. Good to see you all. Lawrence, good to see you. Brian, Ron, everybody on social media, welcome back. Let me tell you, coming back from Memorial Day, I'll tell you, we had a pretty good day. I'll be honest with you. A lot of good stocks that are moving. Getting a lot of little reds going on here, but let me tell you, a lot of good things made some good pops. But remember, whatever goes up comes down twice as fast. Anyway, got a couple of good little pops in here, like in WLGS and MRKR and TRVN and all these stocks. We're going to check them out. But just to remind everybody, don't forget, if you're watching on social media, on Friday, if you subscribe to our channel here at Cyber Trading on YouTube or Facebook, whatever it is, on Friday, we're going to make an announcement of a winner out there to get one free month access to our professional trading room, and look forward to giving that away. So don't forget, I'll keep reminding you on that. But everything else, everybody, let's talk about what happened regarding the market. First of all, you know what? Poor Budweiser. This thing is getting devastated, getting demolished. I mean, this thing is just getting crushed over and over and over again. I'm telling you, I'm waiting for a buy soon. I mean, like, listen, you hear it. It's the Bud Light thing that happened, about the wokeness that happened. I don't know if everybody knows about it, but you can go look into it. I don't want to get into it, but you could see that it is spilling into a lot of these companies like Disney, Target. And let me just remind everybody, it's like AI, right? And like NVIDIA and all these stocks that you're hearing that making these big runs. You have to remember, and I will stick this in your head 1,000 times. You are a trader, okay? You get paid to make money. You don't get paid to lose money, and you can't take things personal, okay? And here in the cyber group room, I know it could be a touchy subject for certain people, but I will constantly remind you that if you question and think you want to take a vengeance on something, or you're like whatever it is, you are going to lose. I always tell you this. One of the greatest traders that mentored me when I first started, his name is Frank Ferrara. I'll never forget it. He was the biggest pain in the ass, Italian, used to scream at me. He was a big smoker. He was probably the worst person to work for, but you know what? He was probably the best educator that got me to where I am today. And, but with that said, he always taught me, and I'll never forget, I want to pass this over to you. When you think you know something about the stock market, you're going to blow up your account, because it doesn't matter what you think. It's what they think. So the trend is your friend. Do not buck that trend, because you could see what's happening with Bud, after this whole wokeness thing, 65 down to 52. It's getting close to some big support levels. I would love to be a big buyer right here at 45. That is and it's not really, it looks a lot worse than what it is. But, when you really think about it, 67 down to 45, is that really a lot? I mean, believe me, we've seen a hell of a lot worse than that. Target also got caught up in the whole thing. I think Target's in bigger trouble than anything, because Target broke through some really major support levels around that 140. You got to go back from last year to see anything that support levels down. Actually, I'm sorry. Shoot, we got to go further than that. Damn. We got to go back to 2020. I think we talked about this yesterday. Yeah, we could see right around 120. Support, so about 20 points away. And then obviously Disney also getting a lot of scrutiny also. Something else just came on the TV that what's her name? I don't even want to go into it. You go look it up. Okay. I don't want to talk about it. But anyway, that stock is coming to some really big support levels around 84. So you could see right there. I mean, we're almost there. So there are going to be probably some good buys, on these stocks, and we'll keep an eye on them. But regarding what happened yesterday, let's talk about yesterday, though. PLTR had a really good swing trade. PLTR is doing phenomenal. You could see that stock went from 7 up to 14. It started capping out. Now, what's big about this stock right here, which is very critical, there was some major resistance levels, not just on the chart, but as the iceberg orders. And here at Cyber Trade University, the biggest thing that we teach you is following the money. You want to focus on the past. You want to stick with your, Schenkens and Bollinger Bands and RSIs and the 1,000. You go right ahead. But remember, what makes those stocks move is not what happened in the past. It's what's indicative of the future. And it's those orders out there. But anyway, PLTR was pretty good. NVIDIA obviously was doing really well. Another big iceberg order that did get popped, but you could see it. Listen, the stock is up huge. Okay. Major resistance levels around 400. But anyway, that is trickle down to other stocks like AI. AI did phenomenal. This has been a great trade that we've been trading. Some of you are watching right now on social media. Listen, we've been trading this stock since, all the way back here to January, but we watched the stock starting to trickle up there. Orders starting to come in. Remember, the more they talk about it on TV, as much as some of you might not be fans of it, I know we have students like, oh, I'm anti-TV. I don't like it brainwashed. I get it. I get it. Okay. I get both sides of the story. But at the end of the day, it's called advertisement. And if they talk about it, there are people out there that are less educated than you and might say, oh, really? Well, if that's the case, maybe I do want to sell. And you might think it's a great company. You might love it. But you know what? Bad publicity is good publicity for us traders. So always remember that. And we could always short, which is what we do. So anyway, that one did pretty well. APLD also did phenomenal. I still like the APLID. You can see here that the stock literally has been up about 100% in the past week. It still looks pretty strong. I'm going to keep this on the watch list, okay? You remember how they become good swing trades? It all starts by them being a very good day trade. Now, you notice that we're talking a lot more options in the trading room because some of you here I know are doing a little bit more of day trading options on it. Because remember, what makes an option move, it's the movement of the stock. So we are going to talk a little bit more about it in the trading room. Chip also did phenomenal. Great run yesterday, $9 all the way to about $9.70. It's got big resistance levels right here, big iceberg orders. I don't know if I'm still a buyer on it. It's on my watch list. I will keep it. SOFI, that one's also doing pretty well. Put that back on our watch list. SOFI. It had a really good move, 560, went all the way to $6. Look, already to 650. Big resistance levels here going back, though. Keep an eye back on May 1st, okay? Now, let me go just check over here and see if those orders are still out there because some of you probably like, oh, this is easy stuff. I could figure that out. Some of them on social media here are like, oh, yeah, I get it. I see that all the time. Okay, really? You probably never saw this before. All right. So we're going to see if that order is still out there at 650. I'm just loading up the data and see what we got. Yeah, he's still out there. Actually, I'm just taking a shot. Okay, so here you go. He came there around 7 o'clock in the morning. It's not a lot. It's only about 30,000. It's about 12,000. There was a little bit of a ladder effect that did push it in here. You could see the orders, but start backed off. So you could see that program trading does kick in around 7 a.m. in the morning. He did pop up there, and you could see it's got problems. If it gets past that, it could be a good trade. Probably go all the way up to $7. Is there orders at 7? Yeah, actually, speak of the devil, there it is right there. 59,000 for $7. You could see the order. He actually added to the order there. And, you probably wonder, oh, how'd you figure 7? I could see that there. Well, that, remember, was there because he's there right now. If he's not there, that's not going to exist, okay? So anyway, that was pretty good. Let me just bang these out really quick. ATTO was awesome yesterday. $1.50 stock up to $3.50. Gorgeous, beautiful. Carvana also. It's been a really good trend the last couple of days. It had good earnings. This stock obviously is doing pretty well right now. Came back down. WLDS. That one also, $1.20 stock. That was amazing. We were watching that stock earlier. This stock started right around about 60 cents. And once again, I'm not a big fan trading stocks under $1. But once it got past $1, damn, that thing was up almost 100% yesterday. Who doesn't want to trade that stock? Plug also did pretty well. I know they came out with a big contract, and it's obviously been trickling up pretty well. Could probably be a good swing trade if it continues here, but it's got to get past this like kryptonite right here around this $10-ish price range right there. Okay, so it's pretty. Stock's obviously been taking a big hit. All right. Anyway, let's go. But once again, it could be bottoming me out right here, and if it continues and they get in those contracts, that's a good sign. Let's go hop on and see what's going on this morning. Now, there are a list of good stocks that are moving. You know where our crystal ball is. It's the big percentage gainers and losers. I want to start off with WLGS. So WLGS, I'm not a huge fan of it right now. I'll show you what I mean. We got a Lego going on. It's called a Lego effect. You got orders popping in everywhere. I don't see that that nice clean iceberg orders and emptiness like that one. So, it's going to be on the watch list. I know it's the biggest percentage gainer right now. The stock, you could see it right now, is up 44%. It trades 6 million shares. It's a cheap stock, but I'm not a huge fan of it as of right now. But because it's trading so much volume, I will put it on the watch list. I'll put it on the B list. Okay. Another stock, biggest percentage gainer on the list, number 2. This stock right here is up 30%. It's got some buyers right here around $1.70. It looks like it's holding right here. I mean, they're not huge buyers, but you know what happened? There was a big iceberg order showed up right around here. You can see when you look at those numbers right there, it's about 60, 70,000, right around that, just right below $2. And then the stock came down. So we got blue kryptonite right around that $2 right there. You can see that happened around 8 o'clock this morning. So that one also, let's put it on the B list. I'm not completely sold on this one. So we got MRKR. What else we got going on right here? TRVN. Okay, so this stock right here, same thing. It got, it has some pretty good big volumes. There was a big million share order that went off at 8 a.m. this morning. I'll show you what I'm talking about. See that big ball right there? You see that big volume spike right there at 8 a.m.? So that's actually a pretty, that kind of interests me. It had a good spike. It's holding. There's a couple of buyers that here showing up and they keep canceling it. There is a little bit of a big order right here around $1.80. Listen, do the math. If the stock goes from $1.40 to $1.80, 1,000 shares, $400, $100,000 salary. Who the hell wasn't that? Who doesn't want that job? So I'll put this one on the list. TRVN, TRVN. I'll tell you right now, I'm being very honest, not really that impressed this morning. Really not that. Yesterday was so much better. Okay, we just got a big spike on this stock right here. Mark, I don't know where this came from. Obviously program trading at 9 a.m. Let's go check out this Mark. And let's see what's happening. So Mark took a big hit. Mark was $11 stock. It's got some really big support levels right around here. Yeah, you had some buyers starting to show up. And volume really picked up pretty strong on it. Yeah, I like this Mark. We'll keep an eye on. We'll keep an eye on Mark. MARK. That one's not bad. So we'll keep an eye on that. Mob, anything garbage. Casa, we trade this. This stock got hammered back in March. It never came back. Reminds me of a pharmaceutical stock. Nero, yeah, we're getting that. Once we get, listen to this. Check this out. 7th biggest percentage gainer on the entire NASDAQ market is only up 7%. That's bad. Okay, so I was kind of right so far. This stock is getting crushed. Not really look like it's making no dead cat bounce. On the losers list, Lumber Liquidators. Is that what it is? A lumber flooring company. Up 24%, $1, 24,000 shares. Garbage. Briefs, BRFS. Cheap stock, 12%. Garbage. Boyle's moving, though. I don't know what happened. Be careful of Boyle. Boyle suckered me in a couple of times. Okay. I saw Boyle made a big run. It backed off. Be very careful of this Boyle trade. Okay. It does. But you know what it does have, Boyle? It does have good iceberg orders. Let me go check it out and see what's going on, because this definitely does move. What a trade, 6 million shares. Wow. All right. Okay. So it's a little bit of an algo stock. You'll see right here, there was a big order, 130,000 showed up here at that price. You can see how it becomes like a little algo. That's algo trading right there. So just be very careful of that. If it does got good moves, I'm going to keep an eye on it. But you'll see the big iceberg orders show up right around 9:30 on that. Now, a couple of big things. Steve is in you're in the MRKR, Steve. Okay, good trade, Mike. Mark, I could see it. It looks pretty decent. Pharmaceutical stock right here. 170 has that support. David, one of our students in Cyber Group Room, brought up a good comment. AI has earnings today after the close. We're going to keep an eye on that. That is definitely going to be something we're going to keep an eye on AI. So this is what you get nervous. This stock could take off, or it can get crushed, or it could just be flat. But it's not going to be, I know that sounds obvious, but no, it's not going to be, I can tell you this, it's not going to be one of these little ups, little downs. But this stock, when the market opens up, be very, very, when earnings come out, be very, very careful. All right, Last before we go, everybody, don't forget, if you're watching social media on Wednesday, if you subscribe to our channel, we're going to give you 1 month away of our free trading room. So please make sure you're here on Friday. We'll make that announcement. Fausto, your one-time swing trade on Chewy has earnings after the close too. Chewy, yep. All right, let's bring that up. The Chewy. Listen, there are quite a few earnings coming out here. Chewy, on the other hand, it's got some big support levels around 30. Hasn't gone anywhere, Michael. But like I said, we'll keep an eye on it. This will trickle in. So the afternoon might be a pretty good market to trade, but just be careful. You got to give it 5 minutes. It's like when they come out with earnings announcements, it's like the first 5 minutes of the open. You got to be careful. All right, everybody, let's get ready for the market opened up. It's going to be starting a little bit. By the way, if you are logged in and you're on social media, if you want to subscribe to our workshop, take your cell phone. On the top left-hand corner, you'll see that little icon right there, and you can just click on it. Or you can click on the bottom for the 1 free day pass in there. Just feel free to click on that with your phone, and we'll get you in the trading room to subscribe, bring you right to the link. Cyber Group members, you see something, you say something. New traders in the room, like we always say. Don't buy anything. You're just here to watch. Just see how, not how we make money, but most importantly, how we control the losses. That's everyone's biggest problem. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading, and we'll see you when the market opens up.